All right, welcome. Today, we're going to crack open the playbook from veteran recruiter ML Miller to finally demystify the job interview. And look, this isn't just about memorizing answers to questions. It's about understanding the unspoken rules of the game so you can actually play it to win. So let's dive right in. I mean, we've all been there, right? That feeling of walking into a room, your palms are sweating, and you're just wondering, am I going to say the right thing or am I about to completely blow it? It really does feel like this high-stakes exam that nobody ever gave you the textbook for. Well, guess what? That feeling you have, it's spot on. Miller says, yeah, interviews are a test. They're specifically designed to see if you match what a company needs. But here's the best part. We've got the answer key, and we're about to go through it. Okay, so first things first. Let's pull back the curtain on the fundamental secret behind literally every single interview. It's not just a chat. It's actually a structured evaluation, and it has one very specific and usually unspoken goal. And this is it. It's called the ideal profile. See, every company, for every single role, has this mental blueprint of the perfect person they want to hire. So your job, your only job really, is to show them point by point how you are the living, breathing version of that exact profile. So that's the big question, right? How in the world do you figure out what's on this secret wish list? You can't possibly match a profile you can't see. But the good news is you can absolutely decode it. Let's break down exactly how you do that. You know, what's really interesting is that some parts of this ideal profile are pretty much universal. These are the traits that almost never make it into the official job description, but you can bet interviewers are always screening for them. Are you self-motivated? Do you own your mistakes? Do you actually care about the work? Getting these hidden things right, well, that's often the thing that separates thanks for coming in from when can you start. And for all those job-specific traits, here is your playbook. Seriously, this 4-step plan is pure gold. First, you're going to analyze 10 to 20 similar job ads. You're looking for patterns, keywords. Second, you hit LinkedIn and research the people who already work there. What's their background? Third, you talk to your network, get that inside scoop. And finally, you pull it all together. Suddenly, you're building a data-driven picture of exactly who they're looking for. No more guesswork. Okay, so once you know what they're looking for, you have to prove you've got it. Now, this is where a lot of people get tripped up. You know, those tell me about a time when questions. But don't worry, there's a much simpler and way more powerful way to structure your stories. A lot of us have heard of the STAR method, right? Situation, task, action, result. But Miller suggests this killer simplification, just SAR. Situation, action, results. So why drop the T for task? Well, because it's usually kind of redundant. The situation pretty much implies what the task was. Dropping it makes your stories way easier to remember under pressure, and it forces you to focus on the only two things the interviewer really cares about. What did you do, and what happened because you did it? It's just cleaner, punchier, and way more impactful. Now we get to one of my favorite parts of the whole playbook. It's that moment at the end of the interview when they lean back and ask, "So, do you have any questions for us?" This is not just them being polite, you guys. This is your chance to absolutely shine and completely flip the script. But before we get to the right questions to ask, let's talk about the single biggest mistake people make right here. What do you think it is? They say nothing. They don't ask a single question. Saying, "Nope, I think you covered everything," is a massive red flag to an interviewer. It just screams that you're not prepared, you're not that curious, or maybe you're just not that interested. It's such a huge missed opportunity to stand out. See, the right questions are strategic, not logistical. So instead of asking about vacation days, think about questions like B's. When you ask something like, "What would I need to accomplish in the first year for you to see me as a home run hire?" Boom, you're showing you're all about results. Asking about how the role impacts company goals shows you're a big picture thinker. And my favorite, asking what skills or experience do you wish I had, shows incredible self-awareness. These are the kinds of questions that turn you from just another applicant into a potential colleague. All right, finally, let's not forget maybe the most important mindset shift of all. Because while they are evaluating you, you have to be evaluating them too. Remember, this whole thing is a two-way street. This quote from Einstein just nails the mindset you need to have. It is so easy to get caught up in wanting the job so badly that you just ignore all the warning signs. Your goal here is to see the company for what it actually is, not what you're hoping it's going to be. So you have to be on the lookout for red flags. You know, if they're always late for your calls, if the job suddenly sounds totally different from the ad, And this one is huge. If they start bad-mouthing the person who used to have the role, whoa, pay close attention. These are all clues about the real company culture, and honestly, how they're probably going to treat you down the line. And that really brings us to the ultimate takeaway. This whole process is about a massive mindset shift. You're not a student begging for a good grade. You are a skilled professional, and you are evaluating whether this company is even worthy of your talent. You're deciding if this is a business partnership that's truly right for you. So I'll leave you with this question. After it's all over, when you walk out of that room and the hiring team starts talking, what is the one distinct, powerful thing they are going to remember about you? With this playbook, you get to control that narrative and make sure it's the one that gets you the job